How to get a demigod build, at least in my opinion, in Shinobi Striker for attackers, role type. First thing, you want to have claws on. After you're done having claws on, get a kunai. Go down to your ninjutsu, and you want to have leaf, rising wind on, Sharingan, paper clone, and seven heavenly breaths. What you're gonna do is you're gonna keep hitting them with your claws, so you want to keep hitting them with your weapon. After that, once they're done getting knocked down onto the ground, as soon as they get back up, hit them with the leaf rising wind. You're both gonna get thrown up in the air. You wanna start hitting them. You wanna just keep hitting them. As soon as they get like, as soon as they're like going down and stuff, like as soon as they're done getting knocked out and they're going down, you wanna hit them with four kunais, and that's pretty much it. Before that, you wanna of course use your Sharingan. Um, if like another enemy comes behind you and start attacking you, your paper clone, you can just use your paper clone or your Sharingan. Your Sharingan basically, your Sharingan basically, as soon as you activate it, if the enemy starts hitting you back, as soon as they start hitting you back, your Sharingan will teleport away, just like your substitution. But your paper clone, if they hit your paper clone, then their ninjutsu gets sealed. Seven heavenly breaths. Basically, what that does is, if you're really low on health, what do you call it? If you're really low on health, then it will regen your health. So the enemy just keeps hitting you. It regens your health and it also gives you an attack boost. It only lasts. It only lasts for about 10 seconds, 15, I think at least. Okay, next one is you need claws one more time. You need kunai, and with this one you want to use flying raijin. So what you're first gonna do, activate your Sharingan, use flying raijin. So you want to first activate your Sharingan. After that, you want to go up to the enemy, start hitting them once they're in the air. Right, you want to hit them with the flying raijin level 2. Or you also could just keep hitting them, and then when they get knocked down to the ground, as soon as they get back up, you could hit them with the flying raijin. But if you do it that way, then after you're done hitting them with that, you at least wanna run back and then throw your four kunais at them. But if you want to do it the way where they're still up in the air, you have to do your ninjutsu really fast. You have to do your moves really fast. Well, after you're done doing that, right? Once you're done doing that and you're done on the ground and everything, you want to go back and just hit them with your four kunais. Pretty easy to do. And by that time, your Sharingan most likely is gonna be over. So if they hit you back, your Sharingan's not working. You want to use paper clone or water style. So water, in my opinion, you rather want to use water clone, but you could also use paper clone because paper clone just seals the enemy's ninjutsu. But in my opinion, just use water clone. Um, and then seven heavenly breaths occurs. You want to use seven heavenly breaths, and that just heals up you. So I already explained what heavenly breaths does. Or you could also use the you could also use this. I don't even know what it's called. Restrain Flash Super Circle Dance Howl stage. You could also use that. But I just recommend using this. Or some people might use this because what it does, it just makes it so the enemy, it's harder for the enemy to move, I guess you can say. Next one, this is the last one, and this is the best one in my opinion. You want to use Ninja Knuckles knives. You want to use Scientific Ninja Tool Rasengan, and you want to use a Sane Rampage. I know this is a DLC. Same with the Flying Ranger, Raijin, whatever you want to call it. That one's a DLC too. But with this one, the Rampage, you need Naruto's DLC. With this one, you need Minato's. But with Naruto DLC, right, once you're done hitting them in the air and everything, once they're on the ground, as soon as they get back up, hit them with the Rampage. After that, what is it called? You hit them with your Scientific Ninja 2 Rasengan 2 times because you only have two of them. So you hit them with that 2 times. After that, run up to them because they're going to be much slower, and it also does damage to them, but they're going to be much slower. You want to run up to them, start hitting them, and they should be almost like KO. They should be almost at KO point or close to KO point. And yeah, also you want to use your Sharingan. Before you do that, you want to use your Sharingan. With this one, you can use no, don't use high speed movement. It's literally the exact same as this. You could use Mota Shadow Clone or Shadow Clone Jutsu. You could use one of those, but I recommend just using Paper Clone. At least that's my opinion. Use 7 Heavenly Breaths. Also you could use Massive Ringon, Massive Sharingan, or Kumai, Kunai, whatever you call this. You could use this. I mean, this maybe would be a better tactic to use if you're using this. This could be a better tactic to use because they're basically at low health, and then once you turn that on, once you're done turning this on, they don't know where to move. They don't know how to move, and they most likely don't know where to move. Um, so basically, you could just run up behind them and start hitting them. So this might be better to use, but I always just use 7 Heavenly Breaths. I don't care. But yeah, those were the top three in my opinion. So, oh, you could okay. So this is just a bonus. You could use Scientific Shooting Star. Don't use this. You could use Scientific Shooting Star, and you could use basically Leaf Rising. No, wait, is it Leaf Rising? I don't know if it's Leaf Rising or Flying. Right, Ryan Jen, level 2. But it's one of them. It's one of those. It's one of those two. Basically, it's the exact same with the claws, but I don't think it I mean, I don't think it throws you down on the ground. Only difference with the claws, I think, is it throws you down on the ground, and it could also do more damage. It does more damage. So I think that's the only difference, right? Let me see. Yeah, that's the only difference. It has better range and it does more difference. I mean, more damage. That's the only difference. Um, but yeah, those are the top three or top four, whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, just the best one I recommend using is of course the Ninja Knuckles Scientific Ninja Tool and Rampage, Sharingan, Paper Clone, and 7 Heavenly Breath. Those are the best ones I recommend. But yeah, peace out.